frankly, I don't know that many board members really care about your patching compliance numbers.
Right. One thing I do know for sure, when you're in the role of preparing for board presentations and doing them, you learn a lot more on how to help others get prepared for that. And when you're in that seat and you're getting those questions, you learn a lot more about how to structure what you're preparing, like you said. So
you do, and I will tell you, one of the benefits I've had over my career is, and I hate to say it as a benefit piece, some people may balk at this, but I've actually sat with examiners. Like I'm talking with SEC as an examiner. That helped me learn also about what needs to be presented to the board. And there are specifics that it draws out, as well as the FTC safeguards rule that draws out things that have to be in the board presentation, right? And then sitting with examiners too helped me understand what they were going to drill into. It was very interesting with the FTC in particular. I had an examiner that drilled into, when you talked about metrics, like what metrics are important to a board. Quite frankly, I don't know that many board members really care about your patching compliance numbers.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, we would never get into that level of detail with a board.
Oh God, no.
But they really dug in. But kind of going through some of those experiences helped me to understand if some of those particulars were in the board presentation, even in an appendix, let's say, when the examiners come in and see that material, it helps put some of those questions to bed before out of the gate.
And Janie, you're really highlighting one of the key objectives that I've had with this whole project, and that is early on in my role of working with legal and cyber teams, there was so much territorialism. There was so much ego and this mindset of I own this and I control this and I don't need anybody else meddling in my business. And it's really struck me over the years that this is the ultimate team event, team sport. And we need the collaboration, not just because we need the resources, but we need the perspectives. We need to understand the perspectives of the different people in these different roles. And when you talk about the perspective of the examiners and the regulators, that is a very, very important perspective that most people never get to see. And then the perspective of the board and the perspective of the legal team and the perspective of the security team. All of those things come into this.